Have you ever tried playing the piano but find yourself constantly glancing at the keys, feeling like you're never getting it right? In fact, you may find that if you're reading music, you're looking here, you're looking down, you're looking up, you're looking down. You're not alone. Many aspiring piano players, they struggle with this. And because they're struggling with it, it's because they're relying too much on visual cues, which can hinder their ability to play fluidly and confidently. And we have to overcome this dependency. Now, a few months ago, a subscriber left a funny comment, and I knew that I wanted to do a video to help people play keys without looking as well. And you can see the comment down here. What happens when you play keys on the piano without looking? Well, you develop your muscle memory. You gain a deeper understanding of how to play the keys without relying on your sight, and you can use your brain power for things other than just the notes so that the artistry, not just the notes, are showcased. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Rosemary, online piano teacher and composer at Must Love Music. Now, while I don't typically ask my students to blindfold themselves as they play, though I did have one do it as a challenge one year, I routinely ask them to play with their eyes closed. If you want more guided help than beyond this video, be sure to check out the link in the description for our upcoming intro piano sessions in the studio. Playing piano without looking doesn't sound as impressive as the title as playing blindfolded, does it? So tip number 1 is to know your black key groups. This is one of the first things we teach students, but oftentimes students, they focus on just the visual and not necessarily the feel of how it is under your hands. So even when we're playing white keys, having the muscle memory of how they will feel in relation to your black keys will be very important. For beginner and early piano players, your music will often stay in one hand position, meaning that you're not necessarily jumping around too much. We want to avoid finger acrobatics or gymnastics, as I say in my studio. So let's try this out. If I was to play So let's do a shorter version of that. Find F, that's our starting note. So I'm finding my 3 black keys by feel. You'll notice I'm looking at you. I'm not looking at my piano. I can feel these 3 black keys and I know my F is just below it. I've got my hand position here. I know that I have to go stepping up, skip down. We're just going to leave it there. So try it out with me, starting on F, stepping up, skip down. Excellent. Try it out. You can do it with or without a blindfold. What I usually recommend is close your eyes. It really helps you feel it under your fingertips. Love it if you could hit that like button. If this video is helping you to play keys without looking, I just want to make sure that this tip is helping you and we're on the same page. So several years ago, one of my piano teachers pointed out something to me. I was making chord shapes with my hands when I was scanning music. I wasn't actually playing the piano yet. And I thought everyone did this. Turns out they don't, but it is a really great skill. If you can memorize what chord shapes feel like in your hands, it's a step up that once you start playing it on the piano, you're not trying to figure it all out. You already know what it is you're playing. Here's an example, and I'm going to play in this region. So I'm going to play in the same as I did before, and I'm going to play the outside of an F major chord, and then I'm going to do the bottom note. So we'll leave it there. That bottom note, you'll notice again, I was looking at you. I wasn't looking at my keys. I know that that bottom note was only half a step. Try this out with me. So we've got what's called an F bridge. When you let go of it, keep your fingers there. Slide your pinky down. Do you feel the ridge between the keys? That's how you know you've gotten to the next note. If you want, try this out. You can blindfold yourself. You can just close your eyes. Chords tend to have notes in common, and we don't like jumping around too much, especially in the early stages of when we're learning music, but we do use other fingers as anchor points. And that's what we were doing, right? We knew our thumb was staying the same and our pinky, we were just shifting it. So let me know which tip of these two is helping you the most, the black key groups or chord shapes. Let me know in the comments. So moment of truth. Can I play part of a song without looking? Now, you have seen me do this where I'm looking here. My mother-in-law gave me this beautiful scarf. So I'm going to put the scarf on and try this out. All right. Is it possible to play blindfolded? Yes, it is. And in fact, you can even play with a key change just like I did. Make sure that you practice playing keys without looking, using those landmark notes, or using your black keys. And if this is helpful, please consider subscribing. It lets me know content like this. It's really helpful for you. Now, before you can truly master playing keys without looking, there is something I mentioned earlier that does tend to throw this a little off, and that is finger acrobatics or finger gymnastics. Not only are they super uncomfortable while playing, but you can never build up the foundations that you need if you continue on with those. So on your screen now, I'm sharing a quick tip on how to avoid finger acrobatics so that you can easily play keys without looking. Be sure to click that video to watch now, and thanks. Happy playing.